Lord, he looks like Shaq and KD.
Is doing things we haven't seen a player do at his size.
I've never seen nothing like that, champ.
When you look at it, you like, this is the greatest player I've ever seen.
It usually takes you years to add that. He's added everything in the summertime.
He has the ability to do things that we haven't seen in our league, like, ever.
Wemby is redefining what a big man can do.
Fox to Wemby. Wemby tries a three, puts it up, off the mark. Anunoby the rebound. It's over. It's over. Knick fans, this is not a dream. Your long, long wait has ended. Go ahead and cry after 53 years.
The scoreboard says it's over, and yeah, watching the other team celebrate on your floor hurts. But if you think this season was a failure for Victor Wembanyama, you're missing the entire point. For years, we've thrown the word generational at every kid with a flashy vertical or a smooth jumper until the term lost all meaning. So when the real thing finally showed up, we didn't even have the vocabulary left to describe him. That's why we start calling him an alien. Watching a 7'4", 7'5" human do what he does makes you realize you aren't just watching a great player. You're looking at a completely different species. Look, the NBA has seen giants before. We had Yao Ming, we had Manu Bol, but those guys move like traditional bigs where their size came with massive limitations. Whereas Victor moves like a fluid, lethal wing player trapped inside the body of a skyscraper. It genuinely looks unnatural to see someone with an 8-foot wingspan running the break, hitting a seamless crossover, stepping back and hitting deep jump shots just like Kevin Durant. Defensively, the impact is even more terrifying because he doesn't just block shots. He completely breaks the opposing team's psychological confidence, forcing guards to drive into the paint, spot him lurking, and immediately turn around because they want absolutely no part of that matchup. The man is a walking 94-foot no-fly zone, but the scariest part about him isn't even the physical anomaly. It's his mind. You can tell he didn't come into the league just to be a star or secure a bag. He came to completely master the game of basketball. We all expected him to hit a wall in the postseason because that's where young stars usually look human. Defenses tighten up and the game slows to a brutal grind. But Victor didn't just survive the playoff pressure, he hijacked it. He completely suffocated offenses in the paint, making shots over him look as impossible as throwing a frisbee over a building, and hitting massive ice-cold clutch shots like a 15-year veteran. He dragged his squad all the way to the NBA Finals, and yeah, the internet is going to hyperfixate on the heartbreak of losing that series. But to secure Defensive Player of the Year, lock down all NBA first team honors, and battle elite veterans on the biggest stage in year 3 proves that the future of this league isn't some distant concept. It is standing right in front of us. This wasn't a tragic collapse. It was the exact kind of painful lesson that every all-time great has to go through before they finally learn how to win it all. So enjoy the rest of the NBA while you still can, because Victor Wembanyama is here and the future just arrived early. So guys, I'm going to show you a list of NBA legends and players explaining the unreal potential of Victor Wembanyama.
Fans may not understand how good this guy is and just want to revert back to he's tall. That's why he's good. But that is an immovable part of the puzzle, but it is a meaningless part of the puzzle if he doesn't have the IQ, the mentality, the work ethic, the skill.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's not the first guy in our league that's been tall.
Right.
He's not the first guy in our league that had length or been tall. He's not. So we can nip that in the bud right now, guys. And yes, it is it's a factor, you know, because his length, his size, the way he's able to cover a lot of ground, especially defensively. But when we talk about what he's able to do offensively, his ability to put the ball on the ground, we've seen him ISOing, you know, our defensive player, multiple defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, multiple times on the perimeter, hitting them with snatchbacks, spins, up and unders, you know, dream shakes, fadeaways. You know, we've seen him, you know, a cross dribble, step back out of the corner for 3. You know, his ability to catch and his coordination, which sometimes look uncoordinated, but it's because of his length. His ability to catch the ball with his back towards the basket or half of his body and be able to find the rim before he even lands, that is coordination that we've never seen before. And it's not just because he's tall. It's because he has the ability to do things that we haven't seen in our league, like, ever. But his IQ, like, you could tell by the way he talks, you could tell by his demeanor, like, You know, he knows the game. He was taught the game the right way.
When it comes to Wemby, everybody recognizes that he's just different. I tell this story about how he was in the paint and the ball swung around and he was able to contest the three and almost block it. That has never been seen before because, you know, it takes a swing and you got your chance, especially when a big man's in the paint. Man, he just does things in a way where you're like, wow, it's truly special. I didn't think about it until this year that he could possibly win the Defensive Player of the Year award as well as the MVP of the league. And I think we're going to see that before his time is up. And not to put anything on it, but I think he has that type of talent.
To me, Wemby is a must-see experience because you truly do not know what you are going to see. And what you do see and witness, it's like, I don't think I've seen a human being do that. Just refreshing to see that he competes so hard in just his third season, and he just sets a precedence. Right now, he's the face. And he's a very humble kid, but yet how he approaches the game, he's very thoughtful, he's very methodical in terms of prep for a game, prep for his body. The only thing that will be a knock going forward will be the injury part. And right now, he's with the perfect organization because they basically invented load management. Back to the great Popovich and Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker days. So he's with the perfect organization in terms of saving his body going forward, and you know what, protecting him for himself, because he wants to be out there every minute competing at a high level.
Because when we met at the Final Four, and he emphasized that he wanted to work out with me, and the first thing I said that Wemby, you got everything, and I thought he was kidding. But it was serious, and my first question to him, like, what are you trying to accomplish? Then he said, you know, just love my game, just let's work on every aspect of the game. So I told him, maybe you have the freedom, you can play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's no limitation in your ability. You know, so it was so great working out with him because we work on outside game, inside, and also how to leverage his height when those smaller guys are pushing off the box. We worked out at my ranch, and I put the NBA #1 shot blocker, you know, the history. And I told him the only person I see that can break that record is Wemby, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah. And in 2 years, he will be right next to Jokic as the best big in the league. Right now, he's number 2, but not far behind. But listen, playing excellent, fabulous basketball. I'm happy for the young fella.
He had 27, 12, 7 blocks, and 4 steals the other day. We haven't seen numbers like that in a game, in a playoff game, since Akeem.
Wemby is redefining what a big man can do. You know, Joker has already redefined what big men can do, but Wemby's taking it to a different level, dribbling between his legs, stepping back, looking like Kevin Durant. He's playing some excellent basketball right now, and I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the San Antonio organization. I said this to you and the guy. I think Wemby is the first perfect big man that's ever created. Can shoot, free throws, play defense, play offense. He's a great team player. I'm happy for the Spurs. I'm happy for Wemby, and for me, in a long time, he's a joy to watch. You know, I don't usually, you know, talk about
like any big man. Like give any big man credit. I'm sorry, I was just thinking out.
I don't usually, you know, enjoy the big man how they play now, but he plays it so perfectly. I actually accept the way he plays. So if he wants to shoot jumpers, I'm fine with him. But to me, he's like the perfect big man.
First of all, a dominant basketball player who is doing things we haven't seen a player do at his size. Who at 7'4" can shoot 3-pointers. Also, excellent free throw shooter. Then he can make 3 or 4 reactions on one play. He can get out, guard the point guard, then they rotate. He can go rotate to the corner, running full speed, and block a shot. We haven't seen a guy like that.
Because think about it, he's 7'5" and getting taller.
Right.
And his ability to put the ball on the floor, his ability to shoot it from anywhere. You know, he's like a catapult. You can't block it. He just puts it in the air and it's going in. His ability to just, you know, sidestep. Yeah, you think about all the people he worked with in the summertime. It usually takes you years to add that. He's added everything in the summertime. You know, working with crossover, working with Dream. And it's like, damn, dude, you know, I worked with Dream for 7 years, didn't learn nothing. I'm like, dude, how do you put that in your game? And it's just amazing what this dude can do, man. I think the only person that can stop him is injuries and himself. You know, I do get a little mad when he gets caught up in shooting threes all the time, but because you can't stop him when you go to the hole. Think about it, he gets to the free throw line, he can just dunk, you know. But he's amazing, man. He's putting the league on notice, and if he can stay healthy, he's gonna win Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, and MVP. Everything. He's gonna be everything.
Oh, bro, we just seen a lot of nice guys come through this league. Like we just seen the best of the best. We don't play against the best of the best. We pay homage to who came before us. We stand on them shoulders of giants. With that being said, we've never seen nothing like
nothing like the alien.
Man, we've never seen nothing like Wemby. I don't care what it is. Man, this guy's in his first 3 seasons. Like, we don't know what he's going to be. He was mad that Shea got the MVP last night. He came out, he stood on business. He said it, I'm mad. I don't like that he got it. That's supposed to have been mine. Right? So people going to talk about the how tall he is and what he could do. Nah. We're going to talk about the mindset that he got. We've never seen no young players coming in this league saying, I want the MVP. It should be mine. Yep. I'm going to take it. Defensive player is mine. This, and that. My team gonna win 60 wins. We don't hear stuff like that. We heard that from Muhammad Ali. You get what I'm saying? And we fell in love. We love Muhammad Ali for his brashness. This ain't brashness right here. This is a young kid who really understands what it means to be the face of the NBA internationally, globally. He understands that and everything that comes with that. And I've never seen nothing like that, champ. He caught a lob. He was standing on the ground. Chet was on his left arm. He just reached up and dunked. Like, I've never seen nothing like that. Stupid. And then, just to add on to that, the 3 at the end of the game. Jack, listen, you know how pressurized that situation is in that moment to come down and shoot a transition tray. Nah.
From that deep, too.
And he came out after the game and said, I wasn't even thinking. I don't know what was going on. That's a scary sign to me. For you to be doing that and getting 40 and 20 something and 5 blocks and 6 steals, and you're not thinking? Like, come on, Jay. So it's to answer the question, I've never seen anything up close in person like that. And I came in the game with Bron.
But I heard this about Wemby. At this point in how many games he's played in the NBA, he has more points than LeBron James at the same time, right? He has more blocks than, let's say, Akeem Olajuwon, right? He has more assists, than Magic. Like, he has he's in the amount of games he's played so far, he's above Mount Rushmore talent. He has more threes than Steph Curry at this same time. Now, we know Steph piled them joints on right as he got really cooking and going, but that gets everyone excited when someone is in the same conversation as the people that are our GOATs or our Mount Rushmores.
I didn't know that. That's dope.
I heard that and I was like, yeah. So when you look at it, you like, this is the greatest player I've ever seen because he can do all the things of all of my favorite players or all the great players of our game, and he's at this point. He's doing it at a higher level than they did it at. This guy seemed to have a whole different approach and a different mindset to greatness.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating to see because Michael Jordan had an approach, Kobe Bryant had an approach, LeBron James has an approach, Steph Curry has an approach. Everyone has a different approach to greatness.
Right.
And Wemby's feels different. It feels fresh. It's good to be able to see what is his why did he reach out to Kevin Garnett? What's his mentality? Why he want to be around a guy who, cuss at himself all the time and just talk shit to himself all the time, but obviously a guy who picked up 1 through 5, 94 feet, that can bring the ball up, that can do all these things. And so he's reaching out to these individuals. Why? Why is he doing these things?
He's changing the way we look at the 5 position.
he's changing how we're looking at the post position. Victor is bringing a different level of guard slash, small forward to the big man position. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think about it, he's mixing finesse and force at the same time, or trying to. He looks like KD and Shaq mixed together, my dog.
You worked with Wemby over the summer on his handle?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a couple summers ago, but he tried last summer and I couldn't. I was actually coaching, but yeah, we're connected for the future as well.
Okay. Are you going to work out with him this offseason?
I'm pretty sure we'll lock in and get out if he has time. I mean, if he wins this championship and goes on this run and goes home, but yeah, I'm sure in the future we'll work together.
But what are you working on specifically with Wembanyama?
Well, with him, a lot of it was the handle, of course, but it was the footwork as well. And the footwork translates everywhere. If you're at the top of the key with the handle, if you're in the mid-post area, if you're by the block, what people don't really realize about handle is the ones who are really special with their handle, their footwork matches their handle. So we work on his footwork every single area. And I have to say, he probably downloaded things the fastest. Like if I say something, he's like, got it, and can do it immediately. People I've worked with before, it may take a couple weeks, a couple months. He could do it in 5 minutes. It was I've never seen anything like it. We're even more impressive than the on-court work. Like he read 50 books last year, and he didn't even tell me that stat. So that's a book a week that he read last year. Like he's a brilliant, brilliant young man. It feels like you're talking to somebody much older, but just the way he's almost like, we know the freakish stuff he does, but the role player type things he does. He sprints every single time. He sprints to a screen. If he doesn't get the ball, he's not mad. He's sprinting back. He'll run for rotation. Everything he does, it's like he plays with the energy. He's trying to make the team. Oh, and by the way, it's crazy.
See, this took me back.
That one, right
This
there.
took me back on this floor watching Steph Curry come across that half court and hitting that shot on OKC. Wow. He's doing this in the Western Conference Finals. He played a whole game. Man played 48 minutes.
48.
Right? And to have the energy to do that, that's the determination. That's him wanting to be the best player on the floor every single time, to win his team to wield his team to a win. We've never seen anything like this. The domination on the defensive side, play after play after play. I mean, you might get it from, some other guys on your team. It seemed like he was making every play that was to make on both ends of the court.
The fact that he's using his height and he's just going to be, I think, he has the ability to be one of the best players all time. Once he learns how to really dominate the paint, and then when they try to stop that and put a smaller guard on him, just shoot over the top like KD does. And I think he has the right mentality. He's locked in. He's focused on being one of the greatest. His summer, I think last summer, training with Monks, going with KG, all the stuff he's doing, you can tell like he's in it to be one of the greatest, So I think the game is in good hands when you got players, oh my God, like Wemby, man. They really love what they do.
But if you look at Wemby's experience, man, Wemby's played a lot of basketball in a lot of different scenarios, internationally, obviously on soil here. And I'm just think that it was almost like when we was watching young stars emerge. When you was watching, a young KD, you knew you was watching something special. When you was watching a young Bron, I can remember seeing D Wade at in college. I was like, oh no, he gonna be nice. Just how, Baron Davis. I can go on and list when you see special talent, and he's just, it's like Pete said, man, we're in this new lens, and what's really making it really, I guess, jump off the page is the performances, man. We haven't seen a 40 and 20, fuck a 40 and 20, almost a 40 and 25. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we ain't seen that. We ain't seen nobody get 12 blocks. And if we did, we didn't see him get it like this. Like, he not blocking like hooks and fadeaways. He blocking threes. He blocking floaters. Lord, he's man, I'm trying to think like GP. I'm trying to think like Ben. I'm trying to think of the last defensive player that affected the game like this. Maybe Rodman, where you can put Worm on like Bird, and then you can put him on Magic, and then you put him on Pippen, and then he was on some, you know what I'm saying?
His impact, if he won this year, I would have no problem with it. But I think that would be the one thing where his development is coming, and he does it certain nights. He brings them home.
Yeah, I'm glad I won't be in the league when it arrives. I'm glad I can watch and do this and figure out what time my tea time is tomorrow.
Right. That's
yeah.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. But before you go, I want you to give me an early prediction in the comments. If Victor Wembanyama stays healthy, where do you think he finishes on the all-time NBA list? So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and until next time.